rebuilding in America, investing in America. That's what this is about. And we're doing it as we continue to battle the pandemic. We know about our infrastructure problems. We've known it for a long time. Now we're finally doing something about it. No more talking. Time for action.
Well, if it's Tuesday, it must be Minnesota. The president back on the road. He's talking infrastructure while grappling with this new variant and, of course, uncertainty surrounding the big social spending bill. That is a vital part of his agenda. Lucky for us, Jason Johnson and Tim Miller remain with us. And, Jason, I have something for you. Here is Mitch McConnell on the future or lack of it for Biden's big social spending bill.
Look, I think we all know the situation we're in. Not a single Republican in the Senate is going to vote for this reckless tax and spending spree. We all know it only would take one Democrat to tank it. Most of us feel that the single best thing we could do to fight inflation right now would be to kill this bill. And only one Democrat could do that. Are we hopeful that one will step forward? Absolutely.
Oh, we could name some names. Jason, knowing how fond you are of that man, here's the following question. Given inflation, and the second given is no Americans know what's in the bill, so they don't know what they might get. Do the Democrats have real worries that that guy, what he just said, is right?
Well, McConnell is only right to the degree that you let him control the narrative. Right. That's one of the reasons why Joe Biden is wisely running around the country talking about the infrastructure bill now. That's one of the reasons why he put Mitch Landrieu in charge of it so that he can distribute the money and tell people, hey, this is going to be flat. We're going to slap Biden's name on it the same way that, Obama did with the stimulus package years ago. But this is the fundamental problem that the Democrats have. They can have the most brilliant ideas in the world. But if they let Mitch McConnell dominate the conversation, if they let the unspoken name Joe Manchin or Kristen Sinema dominate the conversation, then they don't spend enough time telling people what's in the bill. Joe Biden talking about the infrastructure bill now is great. Man, it would have been brilliant if he was doing that in June. It would have been great if Vice President Harris was doing that in June. So, no, I don't think Mitch is going to be right about this. I do think some version of Build Back Better will get through, but whether they can sell it depends on if they're going to be committed to selling it, not just in contrast to what Republicans say, but letting Americans know what's going to be valuable for it.
And, Tim, here's the other problem with Biden selling things like infrastructure. You and I both know bridges don't just happen before the midterms. Bridges need surveyors, and everything needs an environmental impact statement. Then you need contractors, then you need footings, and good luck getting rebar with the supply chain backed up and everybody wanting rebar and concrete. So it's tough to sell a notion to a public hungry to replace the rickety bridge they take to work every day.
Yeah, probably a few too many environmental impact studies, to be honest, Brian. I agree with that, and I just have to nitpick Jason on one thing. The reason that, I guess that we don't want to fight over spilled milk here, but the reason why Biden wasn't selling this in June is because the progressives in the House were blocking him from being able to pass this when they originally passed this in July. But, here we are where we are right now. So I'm happy he's out there selling it. I was also criticizing him in July for not selling this better. I think that what he's doing today in Minnesota is great. And it's got to be tangible stuff. I think that the big picture national message has been he got the big things done that the former guy wasn't able to. He needs to have a specific message about what to do about inflation. I've been encouraged about his change in tone on that over the past couple of weeks. And then when he is making these trips, there are specific tangible things that can happen. Look, Brian, I was in West Virginia 2 weeks ago. There's no broadband. I drove for an hour and a half and I couldn't get an email, right? This has a real tangible effect on people. If kids are having to do school at home, because of the variant, if parents are trying to have to work from home and they can't work on emails, if people who live in Washington can't go to can't go out to West Virginia for a week over the holidays, that's money that's out of those communities. So there are things that he can sell when he's going to these places, and he's going to have to keep doing that while not losing the ball on COVID. Unfortunately, he's got a big job juggling all that.
Gentlemen, I can't thank you both enough for coming on and sharing your thoughts with us tonight. Two friends of this broadcast, Jason Johnson, Tim Miller, have been our guests tonight.